Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Armin Budish. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, how to harmonize your hormones to help with successful weight loss. Then, we'll update you on the ups and downs of the money market. Plus, is your home a haven or has your domicile become a drain? We'll see if you should sell yourself on selling. And don't let bad IRA investments tarnish your golden years.
It's time to get GOing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. Did you know that the way you walk and what you weigh can serve as warning signs for future back pain? With the new year here, why not take a new approach and resolve to spare your spine of any more aching? Dr. Noel Aboud is here to help. Dr. Aboud is with the Solon Spine and Wellness Center. Thanks for joining us, Doctor.
Thank you.
So, what does our weight have to do with chronic back pain?
It's a good question. It's really a matter of simple physics. You know, any function, a door hinge, a shock absorber on a car, a chair that has more pressure on is going to break down faster. And so the more weight that we have that we're carrying on our bodies, the faster our body parts are going to break down.
What does hormones have to do with weight gain?
Many times when we've had poor nutrition and we've eaten poorly over time, our hormonal system is out of whack, and so therefore the fat burning hormones and the fat storing hormones are out of whack, and you can even limit your calories, but you just can't seem to lose weight. And we oftentimes counsel our patients on how to get a handle on that. What foods will cause you to store fat and what foods will cause you to release fat.
Now you said that you just by looking at someone, you can tell whether their back is out of whack, so to speak. Well, how is that?
My wife and I, when we shop, I'll always point out people, I'll say, that guy has a problem on his right hip or his back. You can just notice the way they walk. For example, in the grocery store, you see that person leaning over the shopping cart, or you see them walking, and every once in a while you see the person sit down on a bench for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then he can resume his walk.
The cause of back pain, especially if it's weight related, does that have to do with those discs in your back?
It does.
What happens?
The disc is the shock absorber, and that gets eaten away when there's more pressure. And so if the discs come closer together, that'll choke off the nerves that are in between.
All right, so we're looking at a picture here.
The pink portion is the disc, and then oftentimes that fluid will squish out. That's called a herniated disc that we're looking at right now.
And what causes the squishing?
Usually it's...
Is that the weight pushes it?
Yeah, weight is pushing out. When you're standing or sitting for too long, that disc becomes weakened, and that's what happens.
All right. Now that we've talked the talk about walking the walk with a lot of weight, how do we fix our backs, and what can we do?
I think it's so important that we have to keep moving, because stiff is old and flexible is young, and so we want to keep our bodies moving and flexible, and that's important. And then you have to address the weight issue. We have to take the weight issue off, and we're more than available to counsel you on that. But once the damage is done to that disc, the best approach right now in my mind that's out there is lumbar decompression. What that's doing is the specialized treatment, and we've talked about it before on the show. It causes like a weightlessness in your spine, and it draws blood into the disc, and once blood gets in there, blood does the healing, and then the body can start to regenerate itself to some degree.
Right now we're looking at the thing in between is growing.
Right.
Is that what happens when...
Yeah, to some degree. I mean, we're not going to take a totally degenerated disc and make it brand new, but all we need to do is increase that height or puff it up a little bit, and many of those symptoms are gone away. The leg pain, the back pain.
I would love it if you could bring a patient to talk about how this works in reality at some point, if you wouldn't mind.
I would love to, because it would be great to hear from their perspective as to how it works.
Great, great. Well, this is all great information. Weight is, especially after the holidays, now we've had a chance to eat, and now we got to do something about it. And your advice is good. Thank you, Doctor.
Good, thank you.
All right, why wait to reshape your back's future? Walk to the phone and give Dr. Aboud a call. His number's coming up next. My thanks to Dr. Aboud for joining us today.
For more information, call the Solon Spine and Wellness Center at 440-248-5070 or log on to www.solonbackpain.com. Next, the market in 2013.